Hello class and welcome again to another lesson on JavaScript operators. In our previous lesson we have looked at the concept of arithmetic operators and we created this simple code to demonstrate the concept of JavaScript operators. And in this particular lesson now we want to advance further and look at the next type of operator, which is the assignment operators. The assignment operators are used to assign a value to a variable. Some of the examples of the assignment operators include the equal sign, the plus equal sign, the plus, the minus equal sign, multiplication equal sign, division equal sign, and modulus equal sign. Without further ado, let us get started and see how we can apply these assignment operators. So I'm going to turn over to my Visual Studio Code, and here you can see this is the code we created previously. So I'm going to remove this code right from here, and now you can see I only have one line of code where I'm declaring a variable num1 and assign the value 10 to it. On the next line, I'm also going to declare another variable num2 and assign the value 20 to it. And then with this assignment operator, you can see already we are using the first assignment operator, which is the equal sign, and the equal sign is used to assign the value to this variable num1. The same thing on line 2, we are assigning the value 20 to num2, and for us to store this value in num2 we use the equal sign, and this is an example of an operator. The next operator I want us to look at is a combination of plus and equal. So on line 4 I want to say num1 plus equal num2 plus equal num2, and then I'm going to go ahead and console.log num1. Now when we log num1 on the screen, we are going to expect that num1 will have a different value. So what we are doing on this line 4, we are using a combination of a plus and a minus. What this means is that if num1 is 10 and num2 is 20, on line 4 we are saying take num1 and add it to num2 and then store the result in num1. So at the end of it, when we print this statement, we are going to see that the new value of num1 now becomes 30. So that is what we mean by plus equal. We first do the addition of whatever is on this side plus whatever is on this side. We get the result. Then we assign the result to whatever variable is on the left side. Alright, so now when I save this program and now I go to my console and run the program again, you're going to see now the value printed on the screen is 30. Alternatively, you can also use another operator, which is a combination of subtraction and equal sign. So when we use, instead of using plus equal, we can use minus equal. Minus equal will mean first subtract num1 minus num2, get the answer and store that answer in num1. And now when we print num1 using log, we are going to get num1 is negative 10. So when I save these changes and now run the program again, you're going to see the value on the console is negative 10. So we are using a combination of arithmetic operation and assignment operator at the same time. We can as well use multiplication and assignment operator. So this will first multiply num1 times num2 to get the answer, and then it is going to store the answer in num1 variable, so that when you access num1 you get the new value of num1. So when I save that and come again and run the program by typing the command node and the file name, you're going to get the answer now is 200. The next assignment operator is a combination of division and assignment. So we're going, instead of using multiplication here, you can first use a combination of division and assignment operator. So this will first divide num1 by num2 and get the result, and then it will store the result in num1. So again, when I run the program again, you're going to see that the result is 0.5. Again, the next and the last assignment operator is a combination of modulus and assignment operator. And we said modulus is used to get the remainder after dividing two values. So I'm going to say, instead of using now division and assignment, I want to use the modulus and assignment operator. So what this line of code will do is that it will first divide num1 by num2 and get the remainder. Then it will store the remainder in num1 variable. Then on line 5, when you print the num1 variable, you're going to get the remainder which is left. So I'm going to save these changes, and now I want to run the code again, and I want to type the command. You can see now the remainder is 10, because 10 divided by 20 is 0, remainder 10. Or else if you can put a different value here, so we have 10 num1, num2, let's put 3. So when we run the program again, you're going to see the remainder is 1, because 10 divided by 3, the answer is 3, remainder 1. So since we are only interested in remainder, we use the modulus and we take that remainder and assign it using this assignment operator. We assign it to num1, and now when we print num1, num1 is 1. Alright, so that's all about the concept of the assignment operators. We use it to assign a value to a variable. With that said, I want to stop this lesson at this point, and in our next lesson we focus on the comparison operators. Otherwise, thank you for joining, and see you in the next lesson.